Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Stewart Rosenberg. I'm a dentist from the United States. I've been practicing dentistry since 1966, a long, long time, and been using lasers arguably as long as anyone in the world. I first started using lasers in 1985 and got involved with Waterlase as an owner, and then ultimately following that, because I was so passionate about their products, as a lecturer and trainer for them as well. And love coming up here to Canada and working with Tim, who I think is about as good a sales rep for any company, not just Waterlase, that you could ever have, because he takes care of his customers. He doesn't just sell something and leave, and that's very, very important. You have the best up here. That said, I really want to focus on what the Waterlase has meant to me as a clinician. I started with the old original Waterlase we used to call the Zamboni, with the big white box, and I now have 3 Waterlases. I have the old one, I have the MD, and I have the new and unbelievably fabulous I+ that cuts twice as fast as the MD does on hard tissue, and for the first time ever we can honestly and legitimately say we have a laser that cuts as faster than a high-speed handpiece, often without anesthesia. It's just amazing. That said, I can honestly say I don't think I'd be practicing dentistry today were it not for Waterlase dentistry. It's rejuvenated my passion for dentistry. I could have retired 15 years ago, financially secure, and have no desire to ever retire because I'm having too much fun and making too much money. I would also tell you that not only has it rejuvenated my passion for dentistry by enabling me to do procedures that I used to either ignore or refer out to specialists, that same fact is what has kept our practice recession-proof during the worst recession in the United States, at least, since I've been born. It's been really terrible for most of my friends, and yet our numbers have stayed high. We're having record years when everybody else is dying, and the reason is I'm able to do perio and endo and cosmetic surgeries and crown lengthenings and so many procedures that the average general dentist either ignores completely, refers out to specialists, making them rich while he has 2 hours open in the afternoon every day. It doesn't make sense. I think the greatest value in a laser for me personally, if I had to pick one procedure, would be perio. We're doing closed flap, non-surgical periodontal procedures on a daily basis that I could teach a 10-year-old to do. It's that easy to do, and we teach that in our training courses. And the results we're getting are spectacular. We've cut down the amount of osteosurgery and bone graft necessary on our patients by a good 80 to 85%. It is flat out amazing, and patients have virtually, if not literally, zero post-operative pain. I'm doing all my own laser-assisted extractions when I used to refer them out to specialists. And again, when I do that, there's virtually zero post-operative pain, just soreness to the touch. We're doing biopsies and frenectomies and gummy smile reductions and a fabulous procedure called a reverse vestibuloplasty, where we literally lower the vestibule, lower the lip in people with extreme gummy smiles, in a procedure that takes about an hour with virtually zero post-operative pain afterwards and changing people's lives. In addition to that, we're also doing the vast majority of our cavity preps with the laser, and especially now with the new I+, it cuts so fast and doesn't require technique sensitivity to achieve this, that there's no disincentive to doing the cavity preps with the laser, and it's a tremendous wow factor for our patients because the vast majority of them we're able to do without any local anesthetic. There's a great plus for us in this as well as the patients, in that we can work in multiple quadrants at the same time, and time is money. We're also able to take patients out of hygiene and in between patients do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 procedures, such as incisal edge caries removal or class 5s or class 1s, literally in between patients, generating extra income that was not on the schedule. There are many days that we have more unscheduled production than we do scheduled production. I have every toy that there is in dentistry, including CAD cams and intraoral cameras and tech scans, and you name it, I have it. I pioneered a lot of it in my 40-some years in dentistry. The only thing I don't have is cone beam technology, because it unfortunately doesn't fit the character in my practice, even though I love the technology. But I have everything else that's ever come into dentistry, and I can tell you my return on investment with my Waterlases is 10 to 15 times the return on investment of all my other stuff combined. It's mind-boggling. It's the biggest no-brainer in dentistry, and the reason is 100% because of the procedures I'm able to do now myself that I used to either ignore or refer out to specialists, and that often I can do in between patients, generating extra income that wasn't even on the books at the beginning of the day. So my advice to anybody looking to buy technology, any technology for dentistry, and many of them are very, very good, the very first thing that anybody should buy is a Waterlase i+, period. And everything else is secondary. You'll pay for the other stuff with the money you make from the Waterlase. And in addition, you'll have so much fun with it and look so much forward to going to the office every day rather than dreading it, that hopefully you'll be like me and be 70 years old, financially secure, and have absolutely no desire to ever retire from dentistry. It's the best advice I've ever given any dentist. How's that?